trying to connect. It says poor connection. Let's do, what's that? Periscope. So we got Instagram. We got Periscope rocking. We got my Facebook business page. Guys, we can do mediocre or we can do exceptional, right? We can do mediocre or we can do exceptional. And I say you're exceptional. So what you should be setting out to do is build an exceptional salon career and lifestyle that you love. An exceptional salon career and lifestyle that you love. We have a choice. And guys, when you really think about it, when you think about whether or not you're going to build a mediocre salon career or an exceptional one, they both require a lot of energy, right? They both require a lot of energy. Because even, hey, LaTanya, darling, how are you? Even the efforts that you make in building a mediocre salon career or lifestyle that you love, it's a lot of work, right? And so if you got to put in all of that work, I would think that building an absolutely exceptional salon career will be the option. So we're going to talk about that on this morning. And actually, I was inspired to do this broadcast because of a post that I did on my social media page, on my Facebook page. Hey, Trisha, how are you, darling? And I got so many inbox messages, and responses from what I've written. And so I took that and made it into our broadcast for this morning. It seemed to register. Hey, Reggie, Roland, Frida, Trisha. It seemed to really register with everyone. So I thought it would make an amazing broadcast. Guys, we can do mediocre or we can do exceptional. Put in the comments which one you'd rather build, a mediocre salon career and lifestyle or an exceptional salon career and lifestyle. And I'm going to give you guys 7 keys on this morning to building an exceptional salon career and lifestyle that you love. If you're on the broadcast and you've never, ever been in a live broadcast with me before, hello, good morning, how are you? You could be anywhere else other than here with me. I appreciate you. I value your time. I'm going to do a quick introduction. I have 2 pieces of, is it 2 or 1? I have 1 piece, right? Hey, Dion, exceptional. Absolutely, Dion. 1 piece of house business to share with you all before we get in the broadcast. And I want to ask you guys to do me a favor and make sure you share the broadcast out. There are some amazing people. I work with exceptional salon owners and hairstylists all the time. And many of them are in different stages as it relates to these 7 key principles that I'm going to mention to you this morning, Roland. And I just believe that everyone is exceptional, right? I believe we have like these exceptional genes on the inside of us. And sometimes they just need exposure. They just need cultivating. They just need to be in the right atmosphere. And we're going to talk about some of those key things that are really going to make a major shift in whether or not you're building a mediocre hairstylist career and lifestyle that you love or an exceptional one. I'm Tanya Wilson-Cherry, beauty business consultant and certified life coach. I have a 20-plus year background in the most amazing industry on the planet, hands down, the beauty industry, and 10 years as a former salon owner. I help hairstylists and salon owners just like yourself build exceptional, amazing brands and create lifestyles that they love. I help them overcome any limiting beliefs, hair color and shears, good morning, that they have that keep them from going to their next level, right? Because how many of you know that, well, you guys hear me talk about it all the time. And if you caught me the other day, Charnay, hey girl, hey, how are you this morning? If you caught me the other day, we talked about just how much our beliefs build our business. And they do. And so I help hairstylists and salon owners to overcome any of those thoughts or thinking process or the mindset that actually keeps them from operating. It's going in and out. You guys want to hop over to my business page. LaTanya, how is the sound on my business page? Is it clear over there? You guys hop over to my business page. If it's, let me put that in the comments for you. If sound is unclear, go here. It's great over there. Okay, awesome. You guys guys can go to facebook.com/buildwithtanya. facebook.com/buildwithtanya. So if the reception is kind of bad over there, guys, I do apologize. I'm not sure what that is, but you can definitely catch me on my business page. I'm over there as well. So you guys hop over facebook.com/buildwithtanya, or if you put my name in the search box, you're going to see two things. The one that has like all the extra stuff behind it, Salon Business Building, that's actually my page, and I'm live there as well. Tried to put it in the comments, but everything, let me take that back. I was going to say everything is acting funny today, but I'm not even going to speak that, right? Yep, so you guys can go to facebook.com if it's unclear on my personal page. So we're talking about mediocre or exceptional. And guys, we get the opportunity to choose whether or not we want to do this thing, you know, average or normal or mediocre, right? You guys know that is a choice. So there's absolutely nothing that is standing in your way now, that the fact that you understand that you are exceptional, hey Dion girl, will allow you to overcome. It will allow you to overcome, right? And so the first key principle to building an exceptional salon career and lifestyle that you love is actually, you know, getting a real clear picture of who you actually are, how valuable you truly are. Many of us, I'll give you guys an example. So you're welcome, dear. I wrote, I was inspired to write about, you know, the exceptional salon professional this morning. And I got inbox messages, people asking me who wrote it and things of that nature. And I wrote it, guys. I wrote it myself. It was inspiration from the inside. As I was writing it, several women, I could see their faces as I was writing it, as well as my own, right? And so to other people, it may have seemed exceptional. But for me, it was part of who I am. And I say that because many of you have some amazing things on the inside of you that you're not quite clear on exactly how valuable you are, or how valuable your gifts and talents are. I'm going to end Facebook and maybe try logging on with them one more time. One second, guys. And so the first key to building an amazing hairstylist career and lifestyle you love is to really get clear on how valuable you really are, right? All of your amazing gifts, your talents, the possibilities that are around you. And sometimes this was my personal experience, right? Because I felt, you know, there was a time in my life where I felt very confident. I thought I was anyway. But when I look back on some of the choices and things that I was actually making, it was not from the highest position of value or worth. And so sometimes we have a false perception of our self-esteem and our self-worth. And I believe that what really happens is once we get a clear picture of who we really, really are, then we begin to build exceptional salon businesses and lifestyles we love, because like some of the things that we used to choose, and you guys put a 1 in the comments if you've done this before, like you've made some choices, and when you look back on it after you've evolved some or you've grown and you look back on it, you're like, I would have, the me today would never have made those choices or those options for myself, whether it was staff that you may have hired, right? It could have been relationships that you chose or environments that you chose to be in. Once you get a completely clear value of your true self, that's the foundational piece to building an amazing, Latanya says an amazing an exceptional salon career. So I know that sometimes, okay, we may not feel like it, but sometimes we don't feel worthy, and we'll notice that because of we're always choosing less than. And what I mean by we're always choosing less than, say for instance, there's something that you really need to get done in your business, right? But you don't do it to the highest version. You don't do it to your best ability. It's not done with the spirit of excellence. So until we get to the point where we really understand how exceptional we are, we'll actually do things, we'll choose things that show how unworthy we actually are, right? But once you begin to operate in the true version of yourself, who you were originally, absolutely, that's HB Salon, who you were originally set out to be, you'll do everything with the spirit of excellence. And so not only when we haven't really figured out our true self, not only do we choose things that are not, we're not worthy of, or they're not worthy of us, but we allow other people, right, to dictate and make choices in our life that, you know, they don't align with being exceptional and building an amazing career. So we accept less than from ourselves and from others, right? But the person, the exceptional woman, which I know you guys are, the exceptional salon professional, she doesn't do that anymore. She doesn't choose less than for herself in what she does. She operates at the highest version of herself in everything, which definitely will cause you to have to simplify some things. Somebody put less is more. Less is more. This is why I talk about mastery all the time, because it's completely impossible for us to just be really amazing or exceptional at a whole lot of stuff, right? And so we accept when we're no longer accepting less than from ourselves, and we're not allowing other people to give us more than less than, to give us less than, you know, the exchange that we're making in our relationships and our less is more. Absolutely. The exchange that we're making in connection with people that are supposed to be divine connections for destiny will sometimes allow them to do and be less than with us. Once you realize how exceptional you are, that no longer goes down. So another key is loyalty. Loyalty. Yes, less is more. Absolutely, HB. Loyalty is going to be another key principle for you if you want to build an exceptional salon career, not a mediocre one. So if mediocre is what you desire, this is probably not the broadcast for you. It won't register. It's not going to click. You won't enjoy it at all. If you guys are struggling over here to hear me, I'm also live on my Facebook business page. It's facebook.com/buildwithtanya. facebook.com/buildwithtanya. On my personal page, you guys let me know if it's clear over there. If it's not, I'm just going to shut that one down completely, and everyone will have to come over to my business page. And so loyalty. So I believe that everybody is loyal. I believe everybody is loyal to something, right? Now, whether or not it's what we should be loyal to is always in question. So before the exceptional salon owner or hairstylist really recognizes that she is exceptional, that she does want to build an exceptional career, she'll find herself being loyal to the wrong people, to the wrong places, and to the wrong things. To the wrong people, to the wrong places, and to the wrong thing. So you're going to have to learn where you're going to place your loyalty, guys. I mean, it's really serious. You got to define, like, what am I going to be loyal to? Number one, for me, my relationship with God. But number two, loyal to myself. Someone put myself in the comments. Loyal to myself. And what does that look like? That means that I'm able to shift and reprioritize whatever I need to reprioritize that's going to align me with building an exceptional salon career and lifestyle that I love, right? So where is your loyalty? That's what you guys can ask yourselves. Like, what have I been loyal to here lately? Who, what, and where have I been loyal to that has absolutely nothing to do with me building an exceptional salon career or even the lifestyle that I love? It can be activities that we do on a regular basis. It can be people, right, that we're just putting all of our loyalty in and we're not getting anything in return. Now, I do believe that we're called to love people, but I think sometimes we're so loyal to some of the wrong people that we never make the divine connections that we're supposed to make in order for us to get to the next level. So the second key principle to building an exceptional salon career, not mediocre, is loyalty. Deciding where your loyalty is going to lie. Okay, the next one is making better decisions and choices. So we know that everywhere we are, whatever we're receiving in our life and our business at this point is based on decisions that we've made prior to today. Like everything was based on a decision, which was first a thought, then we made a decision and we took action on it. And so the third way to build an exceptional salon career is to make better choices and better decisions. And that will come from really understanding who you are, because guys, when you really get a hold of how exceptional you are, there are going to be some things that you don't want to do anymore. There are going to be some places you don't even desire to go. And there are going to be some people that they just don't align with destiny. You're able to move that stuff aside that's just not working and make better decisions and choices. And so for some of you, maybe the choice is, maybe I'm not going to spend all of my time humping behind a chair. Maybe I'm going to dedicate time to learning how to create new streams of revenue, right? So that I'm not so tied to the chair, so that I don't feel like I've created another job for myself instead of the amazing or exceptional salon business that I love. And so, just making better choices and decisions. And a lot of times when we're in a place of desperation, we make decisions based on the urgency that we feel that we have. Most people don't move to the next phase or next level. I did a live training on what's called the S curve. So you guys can find that. It's on my YouTube channel. It may still be on my Facebook pages. But I did that broadcast, and it talked about the different stages that we're at in our business. And most people never get to the stage where their business is really expanding, because they're not willing to have that wait time that sometimes happens. We're so used to, getting the quick stuff. You guys understand what I'm saying? Like, we're looking for such quick results and, almost like microwave results in our business. But in order for you to get to the next level in your business and make it become exceptional and one that you really love, it is going to require you to begin putting strategies in place for long term, for longevity, not just for something that you can play with today. You guys get that? And so that's the third thing. Make better choices and better decisions. And all of that is going to come from you really understanding your true self, your true value, and your true worth. You're exceptional. And so the next key is definitely your faith. So on my broadcast earlier today, I talked about how the exceptional woman actually, have you guys ever seen a mustard seed? It's like really, really, really little. It's like so small. So if the Bible references, that everyone has been given a measure of faith. And if you have the faith even of a mustard seed, it's so pinpoint small, guys. And so the exceptional person may from time to time drop that mustard seed. It's so small. But what the exceptional person does that someone who is going to, kind of live average or mediocre won't do is they go back to get that mustard seed when adversity and, life comes that seems unfair. If they by chance lose that measure of faith or drop that measure of faith, that mustard seed, they go back and find it, whether or not they have to find it in weeds or thorns. And a lot of times that's like the chaotic things that may transpire in our life, or toxic people or toxic situations. Sometimes we talk about environment all the time, and sometimes you aren't able to move out of your environment immediately, right, in order to build an exceptional business. But you're still able to find your measure of faith right in that circumstance. And so, it requires you to, when you feel like you've fallen off or life has been unfair, it requires you to go back and pick up that small seed of faith, regardless of whether it is, regardless of where it is. I mentioned that sometimes it could be amongst weeds and thorns. Who's that? PPNX. Hey there, Daryl. How are you? Sometimes it can be amidst weeds and thorns. Sometimes it's in the valley, in those really, really low places. And sometimes it's on stage. And what I mean by that is someone else may be presenting an opportunity for you to grab your measure of faith one more time. But the exceptional salon industry professional, they always go back and pick up that measure of faith. And what begins to happen, and this is just personal experience, so that, that mustard seed, although it's really, 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 really small, guys, the harvest for it is huge. I want you guys, when you get a chance, to kind of Google the mustard seed and the process that it goes and just how much fruit it actually bears. But each time you go back to pick up that mustard seed that you may feel like you've lost, which I'm referencing that to faith, because you need faith to build an exceptional career or a lifestyle you love. There's just no way around it. You have to have a measure of faith. Hey, Glenn, how are you, dear? You got to have a measure of faith. And so every time you go back, like once you drop it and you go back to pick it up, it grows. Your measure of faith grows because you build up another level of endurance and stamina for your next level. It's like, okay, I've been here before. I can do this. This is nothing new. So one of the things I do whenever adversity comes into my life or my business, I just remind myself of some of the things that I've already overcome. Right? You guys tap the screen. Guys, share this out. If you know someone who could use this message on this morning, and they really have a desire to build an exceptional business, but maybe they don't have the faith to do it. So remember, I said sometimes your faith can be found on a stage. And what I meant by that is there may be someone else presenting something that's going to help you to build up your next level of faith so that you can continue building an exceptional salon career or business and lifestyle that you love. And so that mustard seed is that thing that's going to help you overcome adversity in your life. And so the next key principle is the exceptional salon professional knows that they can't do it alone. They know they can't do it alone. So the next principle is don't even attempt to do it alone, guys. Like, why would we take, years for something that can take us months? Right? Learning a strategy or getting the information. Why would we even do that? And see, it goes back to, I think I shared this on yesterday. Sometimes we've been taught that if it's not blood, sweat, and tears, then we don't rightfully own the right to reap the harvest from it. So the person looking to build an exceptional career, they understand the value of help. They no longer try to do it alone. They value great community. Right? They embody the right support. They not only receive help, right, but they also offer help in healthy ways. Because sometimes, I don't know how many of you have ever experienced this, but the help that you're receiving is not healthy, right? Or the help that you're giving, right, is not necessarily in a healthy way because it's draining you, it's overwhelming you. It doesn't align at all with what you need to do in order to build an amazing salon career. And some people will hear that and feel like only a selfish person would not help someone in need. But guys, we can't feed the poor if we're poor. Somebody put that in the comments. You can't feed the poor if you're poor. We can only help people to the measure that we're able to help ourselves. And so sometimes you got to put your own oxygen mask on first, right? And then reach back and be a blessing to people. Right? And so the person looking to really build an exceptional salon career, they have to understand that they can't do it alone. It's not something that you can do alone. They also are willing to make sacrifices. This is the sixth principle. Be willing to make sacrifices. So, maybe for a season you may miss out on some of the limelight and some of the fun or some of the things that your friends are able to do, but you're going to be building bricks and investing in something that's going to last you long term. So maybe you miss some of the moments of exchange, like those immediate gratification that you could have gotten from, maybe shopping or maybe spending frivolously or, some type of entertainment. But in the long run, because hopefully you're building your business for long-term results, so that, you know, whatever you sacrifice today is going to allow you to eat for a lifetime. So whatever you're willing to sacrifice today will allow you to eat for a lifetime. And many of you, if it's going to be exceptional, it needs to last. It needs to be built on a strong foundation. And so the sixth key principle to building an exceptional salon career is be willing to make sacrifices, because every brick that you build is going to build up that foundation, and then people from everywhere, other generations, are going to be blessed by the initial sacrifices that you were willing to make. And last but not least, our seventh principle is don't exhaust yourself attempting to get other people to change. Right? Now, we all know that there are times and situations where if you have children, then you're the authority over that situation, right? So, you know, that is your assignment. But, you know, many times we are, you know, exerting so much energy into getting other people to change, and we can actually take that same energy and just become the change, right? Because we all have things that we need to work on within ourselves, within our business, making it better. And so if you reverse the energy and put the energy on you becoming the best person, you being the change, you then become an example and a pillar of influence for people. So I believe in, you know, not trying to force people to change, but just being the example, right? Just living out what I desire to see in others. So the person who's, you know, wanting to have an amazing or exceptional salon career is willing to be the change. So I'll list those 7 keys once again. 1, find your true self. Sit down, spend some time, and think about just how valuable and amazing you really are, because you're exceptional. I believe everything that you need is on the inside of you, right? And so our job is just to be able to see that in ourselves, and it helps us to walk out our destiny. Decide who, and what you're going to be loyal to, right? That's the next key principle. Decide who and what you're going to be loyal to. Does it align you fully with destiny? Don't allow the fears, opinions of others, limiting beliefs, or any setbacks to stop you, right? Instead, embrace the difficult times as an opportunity to become more exceptional, make better choices and better decisions. Third, remember that we've all been given a measure of faith. Go back and pick it up if you need to. If you've lost your motivation to do it, or your desire, or even the thought that it's possible for you, go back and pick up your mustard seed of faith, right? And build on that. I want you guys to go and Google the mustard seed and just do like a quick study on the mustard seed. Next, don't attempt to do it alone. Get some help. Get some help, guys. It doesn't make sense to do it alone and take forever. You know, sometimes you have to ask yourself, like, what is it costing me, right? Like, really, like, what is it costing me not to have the answers that is going to bring the revenue and the increase and the profits into my business? How much do I lose over a year or 2 or 3 years, possibly losing my actual career by not getting help? So guys, another key principle is understanding every level you're going to need help, right? Every single level you're going to need help. So building an amazing or exceptional salon career requires help. Be willing to sacrifice, right? Be willing to sacrifice immediate gratification for long-term pleasure. And last but not least, you have to be willing to no longer exhaust yourself trying to get others to change, but be willing to be the change that you want to see in others. And you'll become an influence, and you'll attract people into your life and your business that are divinely connected with your destiny and building an exceptional salon career and lifestyle that you love. Guys, that's my take on today. Happy Hump Day Wednesday. I hope you guys have enjoyed the broadcast. Please be sure to share it out with another industry professional who needs to understand that they are exceptional. It may be just a few things that they need to shift in order to actually see that when they look in the mirror and visualize themselves for who they really are, and that's exceptional. You guys have a super, super amazing day.